Hey, it's Mina, and in this video, we'll do an in-depth analysis of one of your spirit guides. I'm going to be incorporating the Astro Dice as well as my new pendulum. I got the idea for the pendulum from Charmed Intuition Tarot. Her videos are insanely fun and accurate, so we're going to cover who your spirit guides are and what they look like, if they're human or non-human entities, how they'd prefer to communicate with you, how they're trying to communicate with you, and what advice they have for you right now. So take a few seconds to look at the piles below. You can choose pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Remember, it's okay to choose more than one pile. Just mix and match the sections that resonate with you. If you need something to help you choose, you can choose the pyrite, the copperite, the blue granite, or the quartz, the marble, the Dalmatian jasper, the aragonite, or hematite. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in, and on your out breath, release any expectations of this reading. Let your spirit guides guide you towards the correct choice. Then, when you're ready, open your eyes to see which pile is speaking to you the most. Pause this video for as long as you need to pick a pile. Then grab your mug of coffee or tea and read some tarot with me. Number 1, if you picked the pyrite, then this is your reading for who your spirit guide is. We're going to start out by using the pendulum to get some more details on who they are and what they look like. All right, so they're a human, and we want to see what kind of human is your spirit. So the choices for the pendulum now are Ascended Master, Unmet Ancestor, your higher self, someone from your past life, your future self, or a deceased relative or ancestor. Let's spin to see who it is. Okay, so these messages are from your higher self. For higher self, those of you who don't know who your higher self is, this is like the part of you that's divinely connected to the universe. As much as like what they would look like, this would be someone who looked very much like you. It's almost like a reflection of you. Your guide represents your confidence and your kindness. They're explaining that you were brought to this life to learn how to be determined and hardworking. They have so much love to give you and are hoping you will discover an inner fire and confidence like they already have. I would say they look a lot like you, only they're a bit more authoritative, and there's a bit of like masculine energy here. Now, masculine energy doesn't mean that they are a man per se, but they just carry the masculine energy about them. So right now, the way that they're trying to get your attention is by changing up situations in your life to help you notice them and your own actions. They have most likely recently put a person into your life who has been speaking some truths to you, and they have given you the voice of truth while speaking with others. So they're just trying to communicate to you through these conversations with others. I want you to go back and look on some of your conversations lately, especially those that have been particularly deep, and look for hidden messages that you could use, whether it's something someone said to you or something you said to someone else. The real focus here is Maya and Follow Your Dreams. And both Maya and Follow Your Dreams are about the confidence inside you to carry out your plan. You're learning to manifest what you want and then to go after that thing. While many dreams take practical steps to become a reality, it's important that we continue to daydream and look past the illusions of roadblocks to see what life can really be. Remember that the universe is vast and limitless. You can trust the universe to provide you what you need. So create a vision board or journal your dreams and place those creations at a location where you're going to come across them a few times a day so that you can go back through and recenter yourself on what's important. Your guides are trying to contact you in your dreams as well. So make sure you're writing down those dreams so you can analyze what guidance is being given to you in your dreams. Something else I want to point out here, you got the Emperor reversed twice. So that's how we know that that's an important message in this reading. While the messages they're giving you may seem like it's limiting in some kind of way, or you may not agree with the truth that they're giving out, it's all for a purpose. They're kind of showing you some contradictions to your current belief, playing devil's advocate and trying to get you to go to a different way. It's going to make you want to hold on to your past beliefs that no longer serve you even more than you were before. Because anytime our core beliefs are challenged, it kind of makes us want to grab a hold of them tighter and not let them go. I'd like to really encourage you not to do that, because until you listen to the sentiment behind the message, you can't really be healed. Don't let yourself be a victim. Realize that sometimes tough love is appropriate for the situation you're facing. They're trying to get you a bit tougher and test that inner fire of a fighter so that you're ready for what this world has to offer. The world is not fair and the world can be cruel at times. And I think a lot of what's going on with you right now is there to toughen you up. And I know that's not something you want to hear. A lot of times we come to a tarot reading with the feeling of wanting to be like kind of told that we're doing okay and everything's going fine. You are doing okay. This is not saying you're not doing okay. It's just saying that there's a few things you're going to need to face down. And once you get through this part of your life, it's not going to seem as horrible as what it would have seemed like before. So let's roll the dice to see if they have any other advice for you. We have the 8th house or Scorpio, Capricorn, and we have the North Node. This could either be saying that your North Node is Capricorn or Scorpio, and it also could be confirmation if you are a Scorpio or Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising that this message was for you. Let's dive into what advice this is actually giving you collectively. They're showing me struggles with intimacy, struggles with connecting with other people. Whenever I see Scorpio, I know that means we're going to have some kind of death and rebirth. So this could either mean that your North Node is in Scorpio or Capricorn. It can also be confirmation for you if you have a Capricorn or Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising sign that this is the correct pile for you. But I think what they're really trying to say here is that you are struggling with intimacy. There's some issue or hardship around intimacy for you, and that is something that's very important to your life mission to move towards. You were put in this life to learn to be hardworking and to push past things and to be determined. And I think a lot of that has to do with your connections with other people. You are kind of healing some old relationship wounds in a lot of different relationship settings. Just to also reiterate that Capricorn is the sign of like structure and determination as well. And so I think that also reiterates your life purpose here. North Node is all about the life purpose. So it's a pretty clear message in my opinion. I hope this pile resonates with you. If it does, go ahead and give this video a like. Comment down below in what your life mission is and what you hope it will be. Subscribe to my channel if you would like more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings. And I will see you next time. Bye. Group number 2, if you chose the copper light, then this is your reading for who your spirit guides are. We're going to start by using the pendulum to see if they're a human or non-human entity. They are human. So now we're going to see if your spirit guide is an ascended master, your future self, a deceased loved one, someone from your past life, an unmet ancestor, or your higher self. This is a message from your future self. Your spirit guide is your future self. And what that means is this is, in the universe, time is not linear. Things do not move the way that they move here on earth. And so this is a future part of you trying to connect with you now and help you avoid some of the things that have happened to them in the future. So starting out with who they are as a person, we have the Page of Pentacles and Octopus. They are in general a happy guide with lots of great advice on money, career, and health. Your future self has been a bit jaded by lack of boundaries, creating some very unhealthy relationships in their life right now. They are kind of critical of those around them now because of it. However, they did put in a lot of work into building a strong financial and career foundation, and they are very ambitious and dependable. I'm also looking down at this and realizing that there's a lot of water and earth. Even Mama Kocha is water. So I would say you probably have like a water, sun, or rising sign, and then maybe like a earth sign that your moon or your rising sign are earth. There's some mixture there where water and earth play a big role in your astrological chart. They look a little bit tired, if I'm being honest, when I see them. It's almost like they've allowed too many people to take advantage of their generosity, and now they just don't have as much to give. This reading feels like a bit of a warning from your future self, so let's dive deeper into how they're trying to contact you and what they want to tell you. We've got the Three of Cups here. They are currently canceling everything in your life that they feel is not going to serve your future self. They're kind of wreaking havoc on your current situation. They are mostly social plans with people that they are influencing. They're trying to protect you from the people in those social groups that are going to take advantage of you in the future. Yeah, they're saying you don't have a strong enough will right now to say no to people, and that's going to get you into trouble if you don't take a look at your self-esteem. You're having difficulty controlling your emotions, and many experiences are overwhelming you. So now is the time to practice detaching, stepping back, and observing your emotions without judgment. It's important to acknowledge them, but know that they are just passing by. Emotions are not permanent. And when we make them permanent, it puts a rock in the flow of our water. So Mama Kocha is all about flowing and flowing with water, flowing like water. And so when we focus on one emotion in particular and we hold on to it, it stops the flow and it stops us from progressing forward. Know that every moment is fleeting. Moments are just points in time that reflect back your desires or the troubles that are going on in your own mind. They can create negative thoughts if you let them rule you. So don't engage with those who behave inappropriately. First, take some time to calm yourself down. Then sit and think about things from each perspective without judgment. The answer is going to be much, much clearer after you take your own sense of judgment and the judgment that you've been taught to have out of the equation. Meditation is always a great place to do this kind of work, and I would highly recommend you doing some meditation because I think that this future self is actually going to present itself to you during your meditation. They would like to communicate with you in the way of the Chariot. They find it easier to talk to you when you're traveling. Maybe you have interesting thoughts popping into your head while you're riding in the car or on the subway or on a train, or maybe a song pops up on the radio and it's just like too similar to a situation you're going through to be a coincidence. That is them talking to you. That is how they prefer to speak to you, is through music and through kind of like passing thoughts in your mind while you're traveling from place to place. They enjoy speaking up during times of focus, which is another reason why I can see them getting in touch with you during meditative states or times in your life. Let's roll the dice to see what other advice they have for you. So we've got Libra here, Mars, which is also Aries, and the 10th house, which is Capricorn. This could just be saying that your sun, moon, and rising sign are Libra, Aries, or Capricorn, and it could be just a confirmation that this was the correct pile that you were supposed to choose. As for what it means advice-wise, this actually gives us more insight. I think they struggled, or you will struggle in the future with balancing out your family life, your romantic life, and your work life. So this is kind of your warning now to find some balance in yourself and not just charge through on your career and ignore everything else. I get the sense that you're a very determined, strong person, but remember, we don't get anywhere without people holding us up, and making strong, good, healthy connections with other people will get you further faster than you can on your own. So this is their warning to you. This is why they needed you to click on this video, was to get that message. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, group number 2. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like. Let me know in the comment section down below if you do struggle with that home and work-life balance. Subscribe to my channel if you want more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, group number 3, if you chose the blue granite, then this message is for you. Let's see if your spirit guide is a human or non-human entity to start. It looks like they're human. Now let's see what kind of human they might be. The choices now are Ascended Master, Future Self, Deceased Loved One, Higher Self, Unmet Ancestor, or someone from your past life. Let's see what the pendulum has to say. So these are messages from your higher self. So let's jump into what your higher self has to tell you. If you are unfamiliar with the term higher self, it basically is just the part of you that is divinely connected to the universe in all the knowledge that the universe shares. This is what the kind of like best version of you is trying to iterate to your current incarnation. So starting out here, who they are, the Judgment card reversed and the golden egg. The Judgment card reversed means that you have refused to learn a karmic lesson again and again, and you've been repeating the same patterns again and again. The higher self is the perfect guide to get you out of these negative repeating patterns because they are you, but they're the you that can hold the memories of your past lifetimes. I have a feeling this pattern that's been repeating might have been repeating for several lives for you now, and so they're really ready to help you figure this thing out. They are going to be a gentle yet invested guide in helping you through this process. The higher self both resides in you and it is you. It's kind of been this sense of warmth in your life since you were born. Since the higher self is just a reflection of you, but with the wisdom of the universe, they are surprisingly young, which leads me to believe that you're a new soul on earth. So I think this might only be like your second or third incarnation here. When we see the full, I know that they're idealistic. They boldly travel into new situations without fear of repercussions. And I think that's just because of lack of experience. You know, when we're younger, we're just like, I'm going to drive however fast I want because you really, as you're younger, can't understand long-term consequences of things. And I feel like that's kind of how your higher self is right now. It's sort of young and new to this world. They're very excited about experiencing the earthly realm with you. They want to experience everything that Earth uniquely can provide for us, all those physical things that make living life on Earth so exciting. The Six of Wands here leads me to believe that this current life for you is about being victorious and leading confidently. They speak to you through social work and community service. You can feel them telling you how important giving and leading by example is. And I think you're going to be a great leader of good in this lifetime. And it's because you are new to this earth that you have so many ideas that older souls would not be able to have because they've kind of been here too long and they've played by the same rules for too long that they have lost innovation in a way. What are they trying to help you with? So Lakshmi is also about growing your riches and sharing them with others as well. So you're supposed to have a lot of success and wealth in this lifetime, and you will not want to be stingy with it because if you restrict your wealth, that wealth is not going to grow the way that you want it to. And as we know, wealth grows as we share it with others. Work on your sacral chakra. That's what this orange card, Go with the Flow, here is talking about. Do not lose track of your high standards, but realize that things happen in divine timing and that if things don't go your way, there's probably a reason why they can't go your way in the moment. Try to make less plans and see where life flows you to next. Spend some time in or around water and dance, dance, dance. You really need to get out there and get moving. I can feel your excitement. It's palpable. How do they prefer to contact you? The Page of Wands. So this is how you can better connect with them. They come to you in ideas whispered into your ears, and some of you might actually be clairaudient by nature, meaning you can hear spirit already. When you're doing something that brings you passionate joy, that is your higher self urging you on and telling you that you are on the right path. They are with you and they want you to play and relax. They basically just want you to communicate with you in any way that you will allow them to communicate with you. They care so deeply about you and have so many positive plans for your future. So let's see what their advice is next. We have the 9th house or Sagittarius, Libra, and Jupiter, which is also Sagittarius. So this could mean that you have Sagittarius and Libra in your sun, moon, and rising sign, and it could be a confirmation that this is the correct pile for you. But I think what your higher self is really trying to tell you right now is to travel and study philosophy and fall in love and do all of those wonderful things that the earth and the earthly plane can offer to a person, to a spirit. You have a physical body right now for a reason. They're saying it's to experience these physical pleasures. So really dive into all that life has to offer. Like the Fool card here, you just want to walk off that edge blindly, which I know sounds it's like a crazy advice to give someone, but you're here to experience a bunch of different things so that way you can help a bunch of different types of people. These are all the messages I have for you, group number 3. If this resonates with you, give this video a like. Comment down below on what thing you're hoping to try next, and subscribe to my channel for more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 4. If you chose the quartz, then this is your reading for who your spirit guide is. Let's start out by asking the pendulum if your spirit guide is a human or non-human entity. They're human. So let's figure out what human spirit guide we're talking to. The choices are deceased loved one, unmet ancestor, someone from your past life, your future self, an ascended master, your higher self. This message is from an ascended master. For those of you who don't know what an ascended master is, they're basically someone who did live on earth for several lifetimes and have kind of ascended to be on the spiritual plane as more of an advisor now. Having them be one of your spirit guides is actually pretty incredible. I'm excited to get started into this one because I sort of want to see what called them to you, so to speak. So let's start by describing them, the 3 of Swords and the Gazelle. They have decided to step into your life because you have recently gone through a great deal of suffering. And I get the sense that they have been with you for a long time. Since they have walked on the earth and endured many lives of suffering themselves, they are a great guide to make sense of the pain and figuring out who you are and are now that you're coming out of this place of pain and sorrow. They are very graceful, they're artistic in a lot of ways, and I feel like they're kind of inspiring you to take that pain and turn it into something more beautiful. The 10 of Cups here suggests that they're very beautiful and they carry with them a more feminine and nurturing energy. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean they are a female. It just means that they have a stronger feminine side about them. It's hard to describe the physical appearance of a spirit, but I would imagine they would appear to you as more effeminate and as someone who is beautiful. If they were to come to you in a dream or during meditation, that's the kind of figure they would take. The Ace of Cups here is how they are trying to communicate with you right now. The Ascended Master is showing up to you by making it so that you're fairly isolated, that you have time to rest, relax, and recover. They seem to be guiding you through sometimes harsh words of others, but I don't think that it's the harsh words they want you to focus on. Instead, they're trying to get you to lean on your own inner knowing. Pain and suffering creates strength and wisdom, and that is something that no matter what happens to you cannot be taken away. And I think that's the purpose of this time for you, is to grow your arsenal of knowledge and of perseverance so that you can take on the rest of your life. Anya and calm your mind is what they're trying to help you work on. So I would say you have definitely lost something major to you, and I'm not going to argue that point, but by holding on to those things you've lost and how life should have been, you're kind of creating a situation where your mind, it goes into chaos, your emotions are out of control, and you just can't get away from this place of pain. The universe is asking you to take it all in stride and go one direction, but your brain just can't let go of the decisions and the choices it made long ago. This happens a lot when logic doesn't line up with the heart or the intuition, and it does create a lot of chaos in your mind. I urge you to find curiosity in life again and just sit with what life brings you. Find peace and joy in the small things that you do see as peaceful and joyful. Try to notice and write down the good things that happen to you on a day-to-day basis and read those good things over and over again so that you can remind yourself that the universe is giving. Anything worth having is earned. And to calm yourself down, I would engage with only calming media for a while. Listen to soothing music, watch uplifting videos, and engage with caring friends. Shift your focus to the present and truly try to use all of your senses to be fully in it. An exercise you can try is just closing your eyes and noticing what you hear, what you see, what you smell, what you feel. Go through all of your senses and just fully be in the present for a little bit. And when you are feeling yourself spiraling down, take a moment to notice what started the spiral down. Was it negative thoughts? Is it something that I need to get this worked up about? Is it something that I can just say, man, I'm really feeling overwhelmed right now, and let it pass out of your body? Kind of let emotions flow through you right now instead of trying to hold on to them as tightly as you have been. This is how they prefer to talk to you, the Ten of Swords. You can take some time out to feel the pain deeply, talk with them about it out loud. They would really like for you to connect to them in this way. You might feel silly at first, but once you start going through it, you might be surprised at how comforting it is to always have someone to listen to you and someone who's always pulling for you. Let go of that old spiritual system that wasn't serving you, or because this is a general reading, this might just be a person in your spiritual community that's not being truthful to the actual faith that you're in. Let them go. This ascended master is kind of wanting to help navigate life's pain, and they have a plan for avoiding and repeating those mistakes again. So let's see what that advice is going to be. We have Cancer, Venus or Taurus and Libra, and then the 12th house, which is Pisces. This could either mean you have Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, or Libra in your sun, moon, or rising in your natal chart. And this is an additional layer of confirmation that this reading is for you. But what I think it's referring to is, I think for a smaller group of you, this is confirmation that you need to let go of your divorce and start moving on, start making steps towards a healthier romantic life. For a good majority of you, you've just gone through a breakup, a pretty heart-wrenching breakup. It's someone you could have seen having a really strong, long-term committed relationship with, and now it all seems to be in ruins, and you're like, what do I do now? This was my whole life plan. I really feel for you. I do. When we see the 12th house is about healing and closure. So I do feel like that healing and that closure is coming for you sometime in the near future, and that's why this ascended master has been pulled out, is to help you deal with that. They've heard you, they've felt your pain, and they're really ready to help you make amends and to heal up your heart. These are all the messages I have for you guys. If this video resonates with you, give this video a like. Comment down below with one thing that you enjoy doing that makes you happy. Remember, you have the ability to make you happy. You do not have to rely on others to do that for you. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group number 5. If you chose the marble, then this is your answer to the question, who is my spirit guide? We're going to start out by using the pendulum and asking it if your spirit guide is human or non-human. Your spirit guide is a non-human entity. So let's figure out which non-human entity your spirit guide is. The choices are an angel or light being, a star being, or some people call them aliens, a goddess or the goddess, you'll know with which one that resonates with you, an animal spirit, God, you'll know by which one resonates more with you, or an interdimensional being. So let's spin the pendulum to find out which one. Your spirit guide is an animal spirit guide. So for who your spirit guide is, we have the owl and the Eight of Swords. This doesn't necessarily mean the spirit guide is an owl, but it will have some of the traits of this owl oracle card. The owl spirit, though, is here to help you break free and release yourself from some of the anxieties you've been experiencing. The owl brings wealth and beauty and good fortune, and they are a very good omen for abundance. When you receive it, you will know exactly how to invest this abundance. So I get the sense it's going to be in some kind of a financial gain. This animal guide is someone who does not take abuse lying down. They stand up for themselves, and they are going to give you a backbone and be your strength on days when you just don't feel like you have any strength. What they most likely look like, the world. I'm honestly thinking of a swan. They're definitely an animal that's a master of two elements. So either they can fly or swim, or they live on the land or water like a turtle. And I think the reason the swan popped up into my mind is because they're known to bring good tidings to the world. But the world card can also mean carrying the world on your back, which does lead me back to turtle. And it reminds me of the turtle myth in Native American tribes where the turtle carries the world on its back. And I've just recently learned that there are more cultures that have come up that have this exact same myth of a turtle carrying the world on its back, which I find very interesting and I think must mean that there is some great turtle spirit guide out there that does appear to humans. If it's like a cross-cultural thing, I always think that it just makes it feel more true to me anyways. If you know anything about these stories, I've heard that there's a Chinese myth about the turtle carrying the world on its back, and in Hindu mythology, there's also a turtle that carries the world on its back. And if you know anything about those stories, I'd love for you to tell me about them in the comment section below. I love learning about mythology. What they're trying to teach you, the Ten of Pentacles, sorry, I got a little off track there. They're trying to teach you something through family members or stories of your ancestors. You are learning a great deal about what path you might want to take by learning more about those with whom you grew up with. You find yourself longing for stability of old school traditions within your personal culture. So embrace them and see what is being taught to you through those traditional cultural activities. Your guides, as far as what they're trying to help you with, nix and speak your truth. This guide is here to get you out of any sticky situations that you're finding yourself in, and they're going to give you the confidence to ask for what you need and what you want. Both Nix and Speak Your Truth are about being open and honest with yourself and the people in your life. So they're going to help you share your secrets and stop telling lies just to please the people around you. I get the sense you're a little bit of a white lie type of fib to not hurt someone's feeling type of person, and they're really here to help change that for you. They know what it's like to feel like the whole world depends on you, and they will not let you crack under the pressure any longer. It's time to step into the real you. How do they prefer to talk to you? The Justice card. What they want to do is show up in the consequences of your actions, either good or bad, help guide you through the roller coaster that we call life. They want to be the truth you speak and help you guide others on the path with their words. So what advice do they have for you? We have the third house, which is ruled by Gemini, Mercury, which is also Gemini. Ooh, and then Sagittarius. So this could mean that Gemini and Sagittarius are in your sun, moon, or rising sign. But what I think this also refers to is, again, communication. It's about expanding your story out so the rest of the world can hear it. You, for some reason, just feel charged to like take on all of the world's problems. And I think that you're going to be able to help connect the world through both technology and communication platforms. I think that's really going to be your calling in this world. world is to help start healing things through the power of technology and communication, teaching others how strong their words and their stories really are to healing the rest of the world. These are all the messages I'm getting for you. If this video resonates with you, give it a like. Comment down below on if you're involved or wanting to get involved in any technology or communications field, maybe even like journalist or reporter or something of that nature. Or if you're some kind of writer, I could totally see that as well. Subscribe to my channel if you want more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hey, group number 6, this is your messages from your spirit guide. The first thing I'd like to do is use the pendulum to figure out if your spirit guide is a human or non-human entity. So let's see. Your spirit guide is a human entity. Let's figure out which kind of spirit guide they are. Okay, your choices are an unmet ancestor, a deceased loved one, your higher self, an ascended master, someone from your past life, your future self. So this is an unmet ancestor, someone who was related to you, but you didn't get to meet them after you were born. To describe them, we have the Queen of Swords and the Crocodile. I would say that this was a female relative. I get the sense the two of you were connected in a past life. You knew each other. This person was very pessimistic during their recent lifetime. They were bitter and unforgiving, and I get the sense that they're hanging around to help prevent you from following in their footsteps. Their spirit is this patient and strong energy now, and I imagine that they are the one that you feel around them when you start to get a little bit of a temper. They're that little voice in the back of your head telling you that it's not appropriate and to calm down. I feel like the person that made them jaded during their lifetime is also affecting you, and that's why they're paying a little bit more attention to what's going on in your world right now. And when I see the magician, especially reversed, there was some sort of dream that they were trying to obtain that did not work out for them the way that they were hoping it would work out for them. The Nine of Wands is how they're trying to contact you. Okay, so this means to me that you are in the middle of a bit of a taxing situation. It's not the beginning, it's not the end, but you are right dab in the middle of it. And this is why they're like really presenting themselves to you as well. I think you guys are going through something similar to what they went through while they were alive. They're that bit of determination that you feel whenever it feels impossible to carry on. Things have definitely not gone according to plan for you either, but they are standing right beside you through it all, and they want you to know you're not alone in this situation, that they're there and they're pulling for you. We have Freya reversed, and anything is possible for what they're trying to help you overcome. When Freya shows up reversed, it also means disappointments and setbacks. So there's some dream here that just didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to. And I'm sorry that things have gone this way. However, they are trying to teach you to surrender to what you have now and accept it and realize that this isn't the end. And even though a door is closed, another one still has the opportunity to open. Just because one door closes doesn't mean that's the end for us. Anything is possible, even if you failed before. I feel like this ancestor of yours realizes now that they gave up too quickly and they didn't try as hard as they should have, and they're telling you not to give up. You need to start surrounding yourself with success stories so that you are surrounded by endless possibilities. And I highly recommend looking into biographies to read right now of successful people who you've always admired, or people who are kind of doing what you hope to do in your lifetime. Just look online for very inspirational biographies that you can take a look at, or inspirational documentaries that you can watch. Something of that nature is really going to help build up your self-esteem. The Nine of Swords reversed is how they'd like to communicate with you, and that's by providing light to illuminate the dark corners of your life. They want to help release your stress and help you see positive things already exist in the life you currently have. And what we need to do is we need to be grateful for those positive things that we already have. Then that's when the universe starts building around those positive things. I would recommend asking them to visit you in your dreams before you sleep and then writing those dreams down once you wake up so that you can definitely connect directly with them. But let's roll the dice to see what advice they want to give you. The first house, which is Aries, we've got Sagittarius over here, and Neptune, which represents Pisces. So either you're an Aries, Sagittarius, or Pisces sun, moon, or rising, and this is just confirmation that this pile is for you. Or the advice they're trying to give out is that there needs to be some kind of closure or karmic healing with your temper, with your emotions, with your competitive attitude. Sometimes I feel like you get so competitive that you knock those around you down instead of being this force that lifts others up. I want you to be aware of that. Your job in this life is to expand and grow and share goodness with the world. Sagittarius is all about like helping out society and things of that nature. So it's important for you to use your wisdom, not your extreme competitiveness, to get further along in your dreams. Those are all the messages I have for you guys. If you resonate with this video, go ahead and give it a like. Leave us a comment down below on what you are dreaming is going to happen for you so that we can best support you through our own manifestations. Subscribe to my channel if you want more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, group number 7, if you chose the Argonite, then this is your messages from your spirit guide. We're going to start out by using the pendulum to see if your spirit guide is a human or non-human entity. So let's begin. Your spirit guide is a non-human entity, so let's figure out which one it might be. The choices are an interdimensional being, an angel or light being, a star being or alien, an animal, or a god or goddess. This could also be God or the goddess. It depends on which is resonating more with you. Okay, it looks like they don't actually want to tell you which, but that's really interesting. So let's look at the cards to see if we can get some more information. It's interesting that they're not willing to explain what type of non-human entity they are, but I feel like we're going to get some clues throughout the reading, so let's go ahead and dive in. Usually, Spirit doesn't really want to reveal themselves or reveal something. It's for your own good, like knowing it would change the course of your future, and so they're trying to keep hush-hush about it. But for who they are, we got the Eight of Wands and the Lion. So I can tell you about their personality. They are all about excitement, energy, and traveling. They're this positive force, all about love, and they really enjoy self-transformation. I can tell you that this is a big presence that I'm feeling. This is archangel energy or god or goddess energy or some kind of an interdimensional being would be my guess. But they're definitely someone who knows it all and has a good deal of wisdom. Them being in your life means that you were stuck in a rut, and all of that is coming to an end at this point. You're becoming less self-absorbed and more self-aware, which is a very great transition. You have done a lot of work, which is why they've been called into your life. It's made them take a notice of your life. This is both a mentally and emotionally strong entity. I would suspect, again, I'm thinking about god or goddess or archangel type of energy, how they're trying to contact you, the Two of Cups. They're communicating with you through the people that you love. They're speaking their learned truths through those that you have chosen to have in your life. So keep your ears open because they have a lot to say right now. I hear all the chatter in the background of my brain. I'm just getting bombarded with images. For what they're trying to help you with, Hera and be playful. You're coming out of a state of fear and denial. You've stayed in a bad situation for too long, and they are here to set you free. They are here to show you that you can find a group of loving, independent, healthy individuals to be a part of, to have a community with. Do something exciting with your friends, like a game night or an escape room. Accomplish something without following the directions. Just rely on yourself and your gut for a change. How they would love to start communicating with you, the magician reversed. They prefer to help people through times of self-doubt. They will not stand for people who manipulate, much like the goddess Hera, actually. She doesn't like it when people that you're partnered up with kind of manipulate and cheat. So she would definitely be one to be like, you ain't doing that here with this person. They're going to help you navigate through these deceitful people and really start to develop a healthy, loving community that you can be a part of. Start figuring out how you can attract the tribe that you are looking for here. So what advice do they have for you? We have Aries, the 9th house, or Sagittarius. Oh, sorry. The 6th house, or Virgo, and Venus, which is ruled by Taurus or Libra. So Taurus, Libra, Virgo, and Aries are in your sun, moon, and rising potentially, and this is confirmation that this pile was for you. But I also think it is really talking about choosing harmony over aggression, choosing mutual understanding over forcefulness, ways to set up your day-to-day living habits that are going to better serve and benefit you. I think that when we start with the minute details of our life, what we want those to look like, that kind of spirals into bigger, greater change in our life and brings along a better life in general. So these are all the messages I'm getting for you guys, group number 7. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like. Comment down below on ways that you enjoy being playful or playful with your friends. Subscribe to my channel for more pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hey, group number 8, if you chose Hematite, then this is the reading for who your spirit guide is. First, we're going to start out by using the pendulum to see if this is a human or non-human entity. They're a non-human entity. Let's see which kind. The choices are an interdimensional being, a god or a goddess, or God or the goddess. It kind of depends on which is resonating with you more. A star being or alien, an angel or a light being, or an animal spirit. Let's see. So this is God or a God that is trying to reach out to you. So we are looking here at a God or God himself, depending on which of those terms resonate the most with you. They are not a fan of how much you've been working, and they just feel like you are not resting as you should. They are also really concerned with you not getting what you deserve from how much work that you're actually doing. This cosmic egg here lets me know that they have a very strong crown chakra, and they are wanting to help you develop your crown chakra. So it's really fitting that they are a divine being, because when we see this issue with a crown chakra or a block in a crown chakra, that means you are not trusting the divine, or you are not very trustful of spiritual practices. And so that's why they're kind of taking more of a role in your life. For as far as what they look like, they are the king of the element of fire. So they are a bold, energetic presence that you can feel in your life. It's going to make you feel more action focused and charming. And I would say that they're charming and devilishly handsome themselves. So if you're seeing them in dreams or during meditation, then this is most likely, if you're seeing a like handsome king-esque type figure, this is most likely that guide that we're referencing right here in the card. For how they are currently communicating with you, the lovers, they are putting situations in your life right now that are causing you to have to develop your moral code. Everything you believe in is being tested to put you into the balance and harmony of the universe. I think what you used to believe was commonly accepted by society, and it just no longer jives with who you are now, and you're trying to figure out who you are and where you fit in the world. So here's what they want to help you with specifically, Artemis, and use your imagination. They want to help you seize the moment and focus on your heart's desires. That way you can learn not only to manifest what you desire, but what's important for the world right now. Everything you own or that surrounds you started out as a desire that someone had to manifest it into reality. So the clothes that you are wearing, the chair or surface you are sitting on, all of those things started out as ideas that someone had to manifest into reality. Just remember that when you're walking through the world. So when you start to doubt yourself or your abilities or what you can do to help this world, imagine that you are in charge of designing this new world entirely. What are you going to change about it? What would be needed to make things better? Imagine it and pursue it with an arrow aimed at truth. For how they would love to start communicating with you or ways that you can communicate with them, the 10 of Cups, they prefer to communicate through leisure activities and children. They want to provide people with their happily ever after type of life. So I could see you guys being like a teacher, a babysitter, or something in that way, and having conversations with kids that are quite profound. If that's happened to you recently, then that is them trying to talk to you through children. And also, I'm expecting that you're going to be receiving some kind of blessings from them after you start really focusing on the positive change you want to make in this world. It seems as though once you get into your head what you want to do, they are going to move mountains to make sure that that starts happening for you. So do not be surprised if people or situations start popping up into your life that are completely unexpected. You may start getting these unexpected opportunities to do things, and you're like, what is all of this all of a sudden? Why are people so interested in my life? It is them trying to move the world around to your vision. Let's roll the dice to see what advice they have for you. We've got Gemini, Neptune, which could also mean Pisces. And then the 7th house here is Libra. So this could mean that you have Pisces, Libra, or Gemini in your sun, moon, and rising sign, and is confirmation that this pile is for you. But I also think this has to do with coming towards spirituality. Pisces is a lot about spirituality. And then Libra is about making like partnerships or sharing, or so there's like some sort of spiritual group or group of people on the same mission as you, and you are kind of in some shape or form start communicating with them. And I mean, because we see Gemini here, that always makes me think technology. Or you could start like an internet based spiritual type of group that really empowers and tries to uplift the world. That could be what's happening for you. Or it's saying get connected with some kind of internet based spiritual group that can help you further yourself along on your path. I hope this resonates with you, and if it does, go ahead and give this video a like. Comment down below on if you are wanting to look into getting into a part of a spiritual group. Of course, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel and be a part of our group here. If you like pick a card videos or monthly horoscope reading, I would consider subscribing to this channel, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!